presenting, proudly present my dumbest game of this tournament. Yeah. Alright, so this is my game where my mind was literally floating and I couldn't even think of good ideas. Like, come on, mind. I was like shaking my head just to squeeze something out of it. So this tournament is 10 plus 0 rapid game, 7 round Swiss system, and almost 2 a.m. here in the Philippines. Just imagine 2 a.m. I was exhausted physically because I streamed twice before, of course, prior that date. It's new day, new date, 2 a.m. It's like, yay! New morning. So I streamed twice, and after I streamed just 30 minutes or 1 hour, I joined in this tournament, just a little bit rest, and then there you go. It's already 2 a.m. Round 6, both me and my opponent without any loss, just two of us. It's 5-0 in 6 round, two more rounds, one more round, 6 rounds, 7 rounds, and then the tournament is over. Almost, I can see the light, I can see the trophy, I can see the first place, but what happened was, wow, my mind has just touching the limitations, like the limitation is there. So even I squeeze my mind's like, come on. So just boop. Alright, so let me show you the game. Before that, go for introduction. Wasted the wait. Okay, so I'm playing black here and white. So just imagine you were sleepy, your mind was floating. It's like you can feel the, the tire tiresome of your body, physical body. So you are tired all day, but your opponent doesn't care at all. He moved f4. Yep, f4. It's like, wow, it's bird opening. Just imagine your mind was floating and the opening is bird. It's like you gotta fly. You gotta fly here. So okay, I gotta go with my usual opening. Whatever white would do, d6. That's my normal opening. E3, knight f6. Okay, so I'm thinking what white would do. Knight f3, knight c3, but b3. I was, wow. My opponent was into wars. Like, come on, mind. You have to accept the challenge. Like b3, and then I go g6. You want the war? I gotta give it to you. Bishop b2. I know for the fact that the bishop b2 would come, and that's the reason of b3. Bishop g7 and g4. What a surprising move, g4. So hold on, that's a free pawn. So I gotta capture that. Bishop takes g4. Bishop e2, and guess what? Queen d7. It's like, after I move this one, I remember like, what? Gotta piece down. It's a bad move, a blunder move. Why? After, of course, queen takes d7, white would just do what? Bishop takes g4. If queen takes g4, queen takes g4, knight takes g4, bishop takes g7, it's over. It's like, wow, I can resign anytime. Especially if this position happened, I would resign, and I would not force myself to go for a lack after of that. So queen d7. I remember my opponent spent time like 10 seconds to 50 seconds, and I was like, come on, don't see it. Please don't see it. And h3 is like, wow, what a relief. It's like, whoo. So of course I have to capture it. Bishop takes bishop, bishop takes e2, and queen takes e2. And the reason of my queen d2 is because of this queen c6. Just imagine, you're analyzing game like, I think I can go queen c6 after I capture the bishop takes e2. So I gotta move queen d7. So that was my idea. That was my plan. Without considering that white would capture my bishop first before I do my plan. It's like, wow, is that a free move that my white would pass, and then okay, after I queen d7, it's black's turn again. White pass the move. Okay, it's your turn. Do your plan. So the h3 pawn was like a pass move now. because my plan was became the reality. It should not be, because that's a bad move. That's a bad plan. So my target of queen c6 is to capture, of course, the rook on h1 and capture the pawn on c2. White knight f3 to cover the rook. Queen takes c2. That's a free pawn again. 2 pawns up. Bishop c3. Knight h5. In this moment, I don't want to complicate the situation. I don't want to complicate things. Um, Actually, I want to check here. It's like queen go here, queen to queen. Okay, that's was my plan. But I realized, okay, I guess I have my good queen here, more active queen, and I also check if my queen would be like um a free mate later on if there's a corner. Nope, my queen cannot be cornered. There's no way. That's the reason why I moved knight h5. So it's like it's impossible for white to corner my queen before. Okay, I will not go for that. I will not go for a queen to queen. Let's go for knight h5 first. It's like I don't want to complicate the situation, but I didn't choose the basic one, the simplification, the queen to queen. It's like seriously. So just imagine, my mind was illogical, irrational at that moment. Like, come on, mind, what were you thinking? Seriously, what were you thinking that time? So knight a3 attacking my queen, queen e5, queen e4, and d3 attacking my queen. And guess what? Bishop takes c3. It's like, wow. It seems like, wow, my plan was working well. It's like my opponent's helping me to win this game. It's like seriously. So both of us exchanging blunders here. So in this game, like most blundered would committed blundered would lose the game. It's like wow. So I committed blunder. He didn't took he didn't take the opportunity. He committed blunder, and I took the opportunity. It's like wow. So both of us probably could feel the exhausted moment. King f2, of course that's a check. Queen b4, my queen is still under attack. Knight c2, queen b6, and rook c1. Knight takes f4. Wow, so another free pawn. So I'm, guess what? I'm 3 pawns up, 1 piece up, bishop up technically, and queen f1, knight d7. After of d4, I move bishop b4. It's like, ooh. And I was surprised. I actually like, what? Bishop, why did I move that one? What's the purpose? What's the reason? It's like, seriously? Bishop b4? Why? So, have you experienced like in the tournament, in the game, like even you were squeezing your mind, like grinding, like twisting, whatever you just like your mind was not producing any sensible moves. Like, oh, it is just my opponent giving some free pawns, free bishop. That is the reason why I have this position. But without that, like, you're gonna lose this game. So bishop b4, obviously my mind was not working well, and e takes f4. So I was lucky, like to have 3 pawns here. So okay, so it's you got the piece back. Okay, I still have my 3 pawns and knight f6. Let me continue improving my position. a3. So where would I go? If bishop a5, there's a b4, bishop c5. That is obviously not a good way. Of course, I go bishop c3. This is the safest square for my bishop. Hoping, okay, I got my bishop b2 here. But the point here is, hold on, is will my bishop be cornered after queen d3, bishop b2, rook b1? Yeah, it's cornered. It's like wow. Just imagine, queen here attacking my bishop, queen d3 attacking my bishop. Where will I put my bishop? If I gonna go bishop b2, rook b1, and I cannot capture this one because of course there's a knight. It's like wow. Now, probably I gonna capture that one, so it would be like bishop for 4 pawns, and my pawns are all complete here. But what happened was queen c4. It's like queen c4. Hold on. Queen c4. Ooh, wow. Hold on. Even if white moves here on d3, I gonna move this one. This tempting move, d5. Why? Because if the queen would capture the bishop, I have my what? Knight e4 check. And that is the reason, like queen c4 is most for me best way to invite the queen to capture my bishop. Like come on, d5. Come on, come on. Come on, capture it, and then he captured it. It's like both of us like come ooh. I was surprised, like wow. He captured it and then knight e4 double check, of course queen, and you gotta check. They call it double check. I don't know why they called it double check, but it's double attack, check and attack. King g2, knight takes c3 is like ooh. I can breathe now. I can breathe with finally. It's obviously a clear win or clear advantage for me. Knight b4, a5, rook takes c3, 8 takes b4, 8 takes b4, rook a2 checks. I have to activate my rook. King g3, queen takes b4, another free pawn, of course. Rook hc1 and I castling. It's like it's trauma. Okay, I don't want to waste the opportunity. It's like I got trauma here. I have to castling. I have to make sure my king is safe. I don't want to blunder. It's like my mind was really on the limits. Like I reached the limits or castling king side. H4, rook e, rook e2, then rook c7, capture, and then rook e3, king g4, rook takes knight, and then resigns. Why? Okay, I don't want the knight. I don't want any trouble with white knight. My the knight could have moved on e5 here and might create something craziness. So I got just captured it and then okay, he resigns. So I was after the game one more round. Okay, so I'm 6-0 and one more round. So my opponent like 4.5 probably or 5 points if I'm not mistaken. So I only need a draw to win the game. I offered the draw. My opponent refused to accept it, and luckily he blundered and won the tournament. It's like wow. I was sleeping like seriously. It's like okay, I was lucky that day. So yeah, so if you enjoyed this simple video, you may subscribe on my YouTube channel. I appreciate that one. Thank you so much.